Welcome, everyone. Okay, get ready because today's deep dive is absolutely going to make you look at your neighborhood garbage cans in a completely different light. We are jumping right into some of the most unbelievable, literally jaw-dropping stories of massive wealth discovered, where? Right in the trash. I'm talking about everyday, ordinary people stumbling upon life-changing fortunes in the most disgusting places imaginable.
I mean, by the time we finish walking through these insane finds, I can guarantee your very first thought is going to be exactly this. God, please give me this kind of luck. Because honestly, the sheer randomness of the universe just handing out millions to people taking out the garbage, it's enough to make anyone's head spin.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. Trash to Treasure, the Airport Discovery.
So our first incredible story takes us all the way to an airport in South Korea. Picture the scene, right? Thousands of people are rushing to catch their flights, and a crew of cleaners is just doing their normal rounds, emptying out the everyday dustbins. Nothing special. But as they go to lift one particular, completely ordinary-looking bin, they suddenly stop. It's unbelievably heavy. Like, it feels like it's weighed down by solid metal. Struggling with this bizarre, unexpected weight, they finally decide to look inside, just to see what on earth someone could have possibly thrown away.
And what did they pull out of that garbage? 7 huge, solid gold biscuits. Yeah, just let that sink in for a second. 7 massive bars of pure gold, literally just sitting in a public airport trash can, mixed right in with chewing gum wrappers and used napkins. I mean, someone just casually tossed away a literal mountain of wealth. Crazy, right?
Let's move along and see how this builds. Section 2. Highway Tire Jackpot, Rolling in Cash.
So we're moving from the airport to a busy highway. A group of maintenance workers are out there, picking up debris so cars don't crash, you know the drill. And they stumble across an old, abandoned tire just sitting on the side of the road. Now, to anyone driving by, it's just garbage, a piece of junk messing up the scenery. But as the workers go to move it out of the way, they take a quick look inside.
And boom, hidden right inside that old rubber tire was a staggering 70 lakh rupees in cold, hard cash. 70 lakh. Someone had stuffed an absolute jackpot inside a roadside tire and just left it there for the highway cleaners to find. It really makes you wonder how these things happen, right? I mean, gold biscuits in the airport, fat stacks of cash on the highway.
Which brings us to Section 3, the Parla G Reality Check, Expectations versus Reality.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the hilarious, totally unfair contrast between these unbelievably lucky finders and, well, the rest of us, living our totally mundane everyday lives. Think about it. On one hand, we've got strangers casually tripping over gold and cash in the literal garbage, and on the other, our reality. For most of us, our greatest chest-swelling daily achievement, the thing that really makes us feel like we've hit the jackpot, is successfully dunking a Parle G biscuit into a hot cup of tea and actually managing to pull it out before it breaks. Am I right? That's the absolute peak of our luck right there.
Anyway, back to the crazy wealth. Section 4. Morning Walk Millionaire, Elizabeth's 2003 Discovery. Let's travel back to the year 2003 and meet a woman named Elizabeth. Now, she wasn't out looking for treasure at all. She was literally just out for a simple morning walk. She walks past a pile of trash, notices this old painting sitting right there on the curb, and, well, thinking it looks kind of nice, she just decides to take it home. It's only later that the shocking truth actually comes out. That random piece of artwork she pulled from the trash, it was actually an original work by a very famous painter.
You can practically feel the dramatic tension building here, right? Just imagine getting this thing appraised. You found it next to a banana peel on the sidewalk, you take it to the expert, and you're like, hey, what is this old thing worth?
And this brilliantly illustrates just how wild luck can be. Because the appraiser looks at her and says, oh, this? Yeah, it's worth about 8 to 9 crores. 8 to 9 crores for a painting she found on a casual morning stroll. To put that in perspective, that is enough money to never have to work another day in your life, all because she happened to glance at the right pile of trash on a Tuesday morning. No way.
All right, let's hit the peak of these stories. Section 5, the 10-core pearl, a fisherman's fortune.
This is the absolute climax of our explainer. We're heading to the coast, where a fisherman is just rummaging through a random pile of trash. While looking around, he spots something super unusual in the rubbish, a strange black seashell. Now, most people wouldn't even blink at that, but he picks it up and opens it. Inside, he discovers a pearl. And look, a pearl is a nice little find on a normal day anyway, but this wasn't just any pearl. When he actually had it examined, it turned out to be an exceptionally rare gem.
Let's just pause and really appreciate this discovery for a second. He didn't find minted gold bars or stacks of cash. He found a tiny natural phenomenon, completely hidden inside a dirty shell, tossed into a trash heap. The sheer statistical improbability of this happening is just staggering. And the value of this rare little gem?
A jaw-dropping 10 crores. A single, rare pearl worth 10 crores, sitting quietly in the garbage until one random fisherman decided to pick it up. It's like a giant puzzle where the pieces just magically fell into place for him. It is genuinely so hard to wrap your mind around numbers that big, coming from places that dirty.
So, the crucial point is, Section 6, our terrible luck, a harsh reality.
After looking at these incredible, escalating stories of massive wealth, we really have to bring it all back down to earth. I mean, you look at people finding 70 lakh in a tire, 8 to 9 crores in a painting, 10 crores inside a seashell, and you honestly can't help but look at your own life in just exasperated frustration and ask, is my luck just completely cursed? The universe is out here handing out millions, and we're over here celebrating that our tea biscuit didn't disintegrate. It's wild.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Are we all just cursed with bad luck, or are we simply not looking in the right trash cans? Next time you go for a walk, maybe, just maybe, pay a little more attention to that discarded tire or that dusty painting sitting on the curb. Who knows, you might be the next subject of our explainer. Keep your eyes open, stay curious, and I'll catch you on the next deep dive.